Embarrassed, steamrolled, manhandled, whatever phrase you want to use, the Philadelphia Eagles absolutely got dog walked by the Chicago Bears. Caleb Williams didn't have his best day, 17 for 36, only 150 yards. But the Chicago Bears offense rushed for 281 yards on this Philadelphia Eagles defense. 281 yards, 2 touchdowns in Philadelphia as the Philadelphia Eagles lose to the Bears 24-15 and get booed out of the stadium. From the first drive to the last drive, after every play, after every 3 and out, after every failure to get a first down, the Philadelphia Eagles crowd absolutely let this team have it. A pass behind to DeVonta Smith that could have been a walk-in touchdown, booed. A pass floating that can't even reach DeVonta Smith. People are blaming the wind. It looked like a duck as soon as it left Jalen Hurts, getting booed. Fumble, getting booed. Failure to convert, getting booed. Running game not getting booed. A little screenplay, getting booed. A bubble play, getting booed. A 3-yard hitch, getting booed. Chants of Fire Kevin ringing out through Lincoln Financial Field. This was a bad showing for the Philadelphia Eagles. An absolutely horrific showing for this team. Look at it. Just
in for the Super Bowl. In for the Super Bowl.
We got the double birds, making his father very happy. A perfect Philly father-son moment. Oh, what a proud moment indeed. I agree. We have this guy with the strongest boo that you could possibly give, the biggest disapproval that you can give as the team's walking off the field in the first half. This Eagles team let 38 seconds run off the clock at the end of the first half to get to the 2-minute warning. They got booed for that. Everything this team got booed for. And you really can't blame them if you're in the stands over there in Philly.
See the fans' frustration. That guy's getting a lot of time. That's his look. That's his look every time with the lamb chops. He was thumbs down.
Confusion ringing out.
51 yards. Eagles 1 of 8 on third downs. 51 yards. Eagles
Fire Kevin Patullo chants throughout Lincoln Financial Field. Folks, it got so bad. Fans were leaving early, and even Santa Claus, even Santa Claus wasn't hanging around town. Santa Claus is coming. No, Santa Claus said, I'm out of town, man. Santa Claus said, I am dipping out of town. All-time hate. Folks, if you look at the drives, some of these drives for the Philadelphia Eagles offense, we have Eagles punting on their first possession. Hurts missed a chance to move the sticks to DeVonta Smith. Looked like the ball was tipped, but it wasn't, just a bad throw. It was such a bad throw that they were saying that it was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Now this guy saying it started with a spiral and finished like a duck, that's copium, to be honest with you. And I'm an Eagles fan. Man, I'm an Eagles fan, but that's copium. It was a terrible throw. Sputtered our first drive. Then we get our second drive. DeVonta Smith on a quick slant, thrown behind him. He would have walked into the end zone. Then we go for a tush push on 3rd and 1. Remember what happened last game against the Cowboys? The Eagles decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 2. Jalen Hurts takes a sack. 3rd and 1.
By the defense. First down, Chicago.
See it real quick. You can see the ball come out. There's Wright going for the football right there. He did. He got it out.
They hold him up and take the football right out of him. Now, are we going to argue dead ball? Movement footage. The refs called the dead balls pretty early in the game this afternoon. Forward momentum stoppages. They called it quite a few times. They didn't call it on this play. But again, you fall in love with the tush push so often, it's going to bite you eventually. It's going to bite you eventually. And then to open up the third quarter.
In Atlanta, comes over here, off the fake, on the run. Hurst going deep downfield and into traffic, and that is picked by Byard, which if it stands, going to be...
Yeah, they're getting booed. Those are boos that you hear. Especially when it's a former Eagle intercepting the ball. It was 10-3 at halftime. It's a miracle that the Eagles were still in the game at halftime. Even Kirk Herbstreit mentioned it felt like it was a 21-3 ball game at half. The Eagles, it was a 10-3 game at half. And the Eagles just couldn't do anything. It was bad all around. Bad all around. Bad quarterback play. Bad offensive line play. Bad all the way around. Jalen Hurts, 19 for 34. 230 yards. Whatever. I will say this. A.J. Brown is one happy camper. A.J. Brown, 10 catches, 132 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a loss. This is exactly what he's been advocating for the start of the season. He doesn't care about wins or losses. He just cares as long as he gets his numbers. So A.J. Brown, I'm sure, is going to go to the club, have a good time tonight. Meanwhile, fans and other players on this team are going to be pissed off that they lost a Black Friday game on Amazon Prime. But A.J. Brown, you got your numbers, dude. I know you're extremely thrilled about getting your numbers. Jake Elliott misses an extra point. Jake Elliott misses field goal. I think Jake Elliott's cooked, to be honest with you. Eagles fans, sound off in the comments section below. Who takes blame for today's game? Those first 2 possessions. The first 2 possessions blame is the blame for the first 2 possessions is squarely placed on Jalen Hurts' shoulders for those first 2 possessions. The rest of the game, I'm not going to put it on Jalen, even though it was a bad interception, a horrible interception, and that fumble. We lost the game in the first 2 possessions, in my mind. In my mind. You knew the interception was coming based on how the first 2 possessions even looked. Let me know what you guys think. See you next time. Peace.